Good morning, coaster friends. As you can see, I'm here at Dorney Park. This is my first visit ever, so you can imagine I'm pretty excited. I'm always excited to visit a brand new park, which means brand new coasters to ride, and that means that I will actually be pushing a milestone. I will be getting all, barring no closures or anything, I will be getting my 100th credit. Yes, I cannot believe that I've already ridden almost 100 coasters. That's unbelievable. Now, for me, I had a bit of a pause in going to amusement parks and whatever, but I've really gotten back into it in the last couple of years. And after doing all sorts of calculating and putting my rides and everything into LogRide, I was like, I can't believe it, I'm already at 100. I was like, that is so cool. But I'm actually here for an ACE event. As you can see, I got my registration. We're here for HalloThriller. So those are always fun. I love coming to ACE events. It's a great excuse to come to a park or a new park, where I am today. In the morning, we are going to have ERT, exclusive ride time, on Iron Menace, and a couple of the flat rides, I think, that are over that way. I'm not sure I'll go on those. It depends if they're spinny. That's out. But we're also going to have a lot of other a couple other exclusive things. We're going to be doing haunts, which it's Halloween season, so we're going to be exploring the haunts. We're going to get a behind the scenes tour of one of them, and then we're going to get to actually have like exclusive access. We're going to get like front of the line, and we also got express lane passes for the haunts, which is like if the first few 150 people signed up, you were lucky enough to get one, and I was. I'm looking forward to my my ride on Iron Menace. That'll be my first new coaster of the day. So maybe do a little bit of exploring before we get the show on the road. Well, they're already starting to test some of the coasters. As you can see, there's still force very slowly creeping up the lift hill. It was actually parked on the lift hill when I got here this morning, and it just started running. I also saw Thunderhawk go. Nothing for Impulse, and oddly enough, Iron Menace is still not going yet, and we're supposed to have our ERT on that this morning. So hopefully they oh, look at that. It's parked on the hill again. Interesting. Oh, they got Talon testing too now. This is the one I can see right from my hotel room. I'm looking forward to riding that. All right, we're in. We're gonna be heading down to Iron Menace here shortly. I'm loving the skeletons. Whoops, let me see there. I love the skeletons. They're like not spooky, they're fun. But looking forward to first new credit of the day, Iron Menace. I've been told it's a bit of a walk, but I'm in an amusement park. I'm expected to walk. I'm all right with that. Oh man, this guy shouldn't have eaten before he went on one of the coasters. So first impressions of the park, it's hilly. It's like a little bit like Hershey. All I want to know is how is it that Kennywood is in Pittsburgh, which is like one of the hilliest places around, and it's not hilly. But here in Dorney, it's like sits down in like a little tiny valley, and it's hilly. Not going on that. The steel yard, forge your fear. Ooh, there it goes. That's where we're heading. Ooh, look at that.
That's where you think about all your life choices.
Whee! Yeah. So it's a nice little scenic spot. Train goes through here. There's a creek that runs through the park. And I think this is probably like a little turnpike ride, but they have it decorated so nicely. Everything here, the decorations here are really, really awesome. So the park's officially open. We got 2 rides in on our ERT, and now we're eating, per usual. Pizza and breadsticks. I wasn't insanely hungry, but I thought if I don't eat something, because I did have breakfast before I got here, I will be starving because they're not feeding us till 3. What the heck? Also, too, we went up and got our haunt, was it the haunt like fast pass thing that we got, and then I also got an actual ride fast pass because I'm anticipating it being pretty busy here. And you know, her friend Millie, she gets the gets an ADA pass, but she can take 4 people, but there's more than 4 of us. So I figured, you know what, I'll just get this, and then all of us can be able to skip ahead of the line because nice weather, super sunny. This is probably gonna be pretty packed. So I'm gonna finish eating my pizza and then we're gonna go ride something. Next coaster of the day, Talon, the grip of fear. All right, so change of plans. We're not riding Talon because as soon as we got up to the station, it went down, unfortunately. Bad timing. In fact, they actually had to evacuate people off of the car coming into or the train coming into the station. They actually had to get like little footstools to get them off of that. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be up for a while. So we're just gonna go ride something else. Possibly the Wild Mouse. I'm not looking that, like the word is that great. Wild Mice are pretty rough, but I guess a credit's a credit. If this one doesn't come up, back up online. I hope it does, because I do want to ride this one. Wild Mouse complete, 1 and done. I don't like those rides, they're so rough. I will say that one was nowhere near as bad as the one I rode down in Myrtle Beach at Family Kingdom. That thing was brutal, but that still wasn't great. Yeah, I got the credit. That's about all I can say about it. I don't know whoever thought those were a good idea. We're gonna do one of our Ace event exclusive things. We get a walkthrough of one of the haunts, like with the lights on, so you get to see the sets and everything. I did one at Hershey. It's pretty cool. And then while we're waiting, I think I might be able to get on Possessed. So that'll be another credit. As I'm filming this, I'm right at 96. So I need 3 more easily obtainable here. I haven't even got on everything. So even if Talon doesn't come back up, which I really hope it does, I still will be able to get my 100 because I still have Hydra, I still have Thunderhawk, and I still have Steel Force to ride. So we're here, as you can see, all the Ace folks. We're waiting. That way you keep the tickets fresh. Oh yeah, and we're getting ready to do our raffle, but then we're also getting ready to do a behind-the-scenes tour of Necropolis. They say lights on. It's outside, so you know it's the sun. But it should be interesting to get a behind-the-scenes look at it anyway, and then we get to go on it as well once it's open. All right, we're doing the raffle. This is for a walk up on one of the one water ride that's here, and I don't remember which one it is. Yay! Oh, I was gonna say here's somebody of importance.
The way he like walks like it's a sick right. Okay. Okay. Mike H.
Yeah.
4212.
Thanks for.
Oh my God. 4212. Yep, that's one of them. 4212. Hey, let me
Just say yes.
Vanessa G.
Did you say me? Vanessa G? Oh my God, that's me!
Vanessa.
Oh my God. Holy crap, I won! I never win anything.
Robert B. 4010. Ryan Kutzler. Ryan,
I still can't believe I won. My goodness. It's my lucky day.
Rachel G. Where's Rachel? So Rachel, you won 3 times. If you won the raffle, you will meet us at Whitewater Landing at 2 o'clock. Once again, if you won the raffle, be at Whitewater Landing at 2 o'clock. Got it?
Yep.
Got it.
Daylight tour of Necropolis. It's not very scary during the daytime. It just looks like a cemetery, but I'm sure at night this is gonna be spooky. We're about to enter the chapel. Here lies Butch. We planted him raw and he was quick on the trigger but slow on the draw. Funny. He wasn't a very good gunslinger. Ardizoni. This one's pretty cool looking. Gargoyle. I don't know what's going on with that headstone.
That's a little melty.
There's something going on there. Some kind of curse. Poor Uncle Terry ate like a slob, choked on a piece of corn on the cob. What a way to go. Dr. Izzy gone. I will say, going through all these, at least I can read some of these headstones, because I guaranteed if I'm walking through it, I'm not really reading the headstones. Oh, this is cool. I like this. Now, I'm curious if these are static or moved. Well, it looks like to me there's gonna be people jumping out of that. Journey to the center of the earth. It was probably a ride, most likely. I think there's been multiple versions of that ride. Check out those gargoyles. Oh, those are cool.
Ooh, gargoyles.
Look at all the skulls. Oh, this is gonna be cool at night. Whoa. Oh, Dorney has swans too. How nice. There's some ducks in there, and of course, a whole lot of geese. But look at that. Awesome swans. They just bring something nice to the parks. Okay, I'm currently waiting to do the tour. This is the raffle that I won. This is what we get to do. So I think what we're doing is we get to walk the steps, which should be interesting, especially for someone like me who actually does not care for heights that much. Yes, I'm a coaster enthusiast and I don't really like heights. Usually I don't care when I'm on a roller coaster because I'm strapped in, but walking up steps it's a fairly large hill. It's much higher than the Pittsburgh Plunge. So it ought to be interesting to see my reaction. Either way, it's a unique experience, and I'm really happy that I won. I still am amazed that I won the raffle, because I typically never win that kind of stuff. So my lucky day, I guess. Yep, we're on our way. We're gonna be climbing all those steps. Here we go. This is the first time I've ever gotten to do anything like this. And I'm gonna try to not really look down. We're not too bad right now. And we're still going. I was told this is 100 feet. I'm just turning that. Oh boy. Okay, we're up high. We're up really, really high. But what an excellent view. Look at that. So this is something that a lot of people don't ever get to do. This is essentially the whole park. There's the lift hill or the ride. It's definitely high. Going up wasn't bad. A little out of breath, but yeah, it's pretty cool. One last Well, it's nice to see Talon's back up and running. All right. I think we'll be making our way down here pretty soon. All right, that's the second group going up. That's what I just did. That was a workout.
Is everybody having a good day at Dorney Park? Yeah! For this year at HalloThriller, we had our biggest event. It's actually our biggest event for Dorney, I think, at 206 people. So thank you so much for coming. Who's here for their very first Ace event? Raise your hand.
Not Ace event.
First Ace event.
First
All right, round of applause. Welcome to Ace. And is anybody coming to Dorney Park for their very first time? Raise your hand. All right. Always love it to see new faces here. Again, thank you so much for coming. You know, events like this, it takes kind of a village to pull these types of things off, but it starts off with the park itself. So huge thank you to Ryan here in Public Relations. And then Jessica Naderman, who used to be the GM for the park, she's now GM for like 3 different amusement parks. 4 different amusement parks in the Six Flags group now. So she was, again, super incremental for getting all the fun stuff that we do. She's kind of the final say in a lot of that. So huge thanks to Jess. And then also Kim, who is kind of her right hand whenever it comes to the daily operations here at the park. And then also Dom, who is part of the operations team. He was the coordinator for our lift hill walk a little bit earlier. So again, huge thanks for Dorney Park and the Six Flags team. Again, we're super thankful to have such an incredible group of people that most of the time say yes to the things that I pitch to them. Sometimes they're like, we'll talk about that. But for the most part, you know, they're fully on board, fully supportive of Ace. So again, huge thank you to them. We really appreciate their support. And then speaking of the lift hill walk that I just mentioned a moment ago, for the raffle, we raised about $240 for the Ace Preservation Fund. So thank you all for purchasing tickets and we support the preservation, and we do our best to support the parks that we are or that we have here in our region, and then also some of those classic coasters as well. Warm welcome for Ryan at Dorney Park.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate being with you here on a beautiful Saturday at Dorney Park and Wildwater Kingdom. For those of you who haven't been here before, hope you're having a great time. Our team works very hard this time of year to not only keep the park beautiful, which I think our landscaping team does a fabulous job, but also to make sure that the rides don't stop, Thunderhawk, whoops, and that we have a great day overall. So thank you so much for being here. Your support means the world to our team. I will tell you that earlier in the year, there was a lot of talk about, hey, why do you do these events? Specifically aimed at me. And I said, because it's about building a community and about building a family of folks who are like-minded, love the parks, and understand what we do. And I think throughout the year, through your support, through you coming out, I think a lot of folks in the corporate office have been able to see just the amount of energy that we bring to these events. And I think that when we talk about next year, there's a push to make sure that we have events like these in our parks. So thank you for that. I know I've seen some of you at events for me, Great Adventure, others of you at events here at Dorney Park. We had 2 earlier this year, so your support means the world, and certainly your voices have been heard, not just by me, but some of the folks at corporate. So thank you so much for being a special part of this day. As we move forward into the night, as Mike said, I'm really excited for all of you to get into Necropolis once the fog starts to rise. Once we get all those lights going. We have 7 unique attractions here at Dorney Park. For those who don't know, you'll get a chance to experience what those are like. But I will say the thing that makes Halloween Haunt different than most events is just the ambiance. That Northeast, that Pennsylvania fall vibes that add to the energy. The shows here are really great. I'd encourage you to check those out. We have 5 scare zones as well. Great news is that even if we hadn't had this event, all of those are now free tonight, so enjoy those attractions. I'm really excited about that. So just keep that in mind as you're going through those tonight. You can go as many times as you want. Another programming note. I don't know if you guys saw this adorable goose with me. Sorry, this is my fault. I'm a huge fan of this, and I'm like the biggest champion of this goose because they are the most annoying thing at Dorney Park of all time. 9 times out of the year, and I tell people I don't like them, but I look like I'm choking it. But this thing here, this thing right here, I love it. People are asking where they can get it. They're not available for purchase yet, but you can win it at Rising Waters, which is a game across from the edge. So that's like the squirt gun, you shoot it, you race. So if you get a group of people together, go home with some geese. There's a small goose, a medium goose, and this is the large goose. I have the goose at home. Its name is Belladonna. Don't ask. It's my 12-year-old daughter.
We got on it. It opened back up, which I saw when I went up on the tour of the shoot the shoots. That was fun. That wasn't super intense, which is actually okay with me because the last time I rode an invert, it was Montu down in Busch Gardens, Tampa, and that one is insane. I was a little dizzy coming off of it. This one, not so much. But the elements in there are really cool, especially when it goes really low to the ground. So because it's so low, it makes you feel like you're going much faster than you actually are. But I love the one part you come down and it literally goes into a sideways turn. It was really awesome. But I'm so glad that we got on it. That's one more credit for me. I'm getting closer. I'm almost at that 100 mark. I think I need one more before then, and then I can get my 100. Hydra has been ridden. It wasn't a bad ride. It's not super intense or fast, but the JoJo roll at the very beginning is a very interesting element. I liked it. You're just hanging there. It's very unique. I like that a lot. That ride it's still a little rattly, but nowhere near as bad as Kraken at SeaWorld in Orlando. I didn't like that ride at all. This I would ride again. It wasn't bad at all. It actually, to me, it was like, this is fine. But most importantly, that's now my 99 coaster. Next up is 100. I'm so excited. Well, the time has come. I'm ready to do my 100th coaster, and I decided to make it Steel Force. The biggest, probably most epic coaster here. So we're getting ready to get on this thing.
Have fun and enjoy the ride.
Steel Force, amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm so glad I waited and made that my 100. That is fast, that is smooth, the airtime is awesome. That helix, that was my favorite part. That helix is killer. It is so fast. I absolutely love that. Yeah, so happy that made that my 100th coaster. It was totally worth it. And I think that's my favorite here, honestly. Yeah, I really like that coaster a lot. It felt like towards the end, there's a couple like very quick little camelback. It felt very reminiscent of Phantom's Revenge. And considering Phantom's Revenge is part Morgan, and this is the Morgan, makes total sense. Yeah, so 100th is complete.
Next up, Thunderhawk. Ace roller coaster landmark. They have the whole history of the ride down there. It has an interesting life here at the park. But we were gonna get on this earlier. Unfortunately, as soon as we got up to the station, it shut down. But now it's back open, so now we're gonna ride it.
So that was Thunderhawk. So old school Woody. It was pretty rough. We got the front seat. I think that cut down on some of the roughness. But Jim managed to hurt himself somehow. He pinched his finger.
It was shaky.
I'm okay. I did not injure myself at all. But it was definitely rough and it was weird because it's like you'd have moments where it's pretty smooth and then it would just bleh, you just get smacked. I'm glad I did it. You know, I do love my wooden coasters. I'm not sure if it's one I would ride all the time. Maybe once per visit to the park just to ride it.
We are back at Necropolis. We are getting special early access. So earlier we did the tour in the daytime, but now we're gonna actually go through it when it's haunted.
Staff members.
Just a little sneak peek of some zombies.
Photography and videography are not allowed.
Except right here.
Or flashlights or other illuminating objects.
Ooh.
This is a trouble time. And it doesn't need to be documented or disrupted.
Alright, we're now entering the church and we cannot film anymore. Just a little sneak peek, guys. Gotta come here to see the rest.
Everyone
Colin is
survived!
transforming.
Oh yeah, Colin. The last thing I know, Colin grew ears. He's turning into a werewolf.
It's not even full
That was good.
moon.
The very end of that, I actually got scared, like I screamed. That never happens. So, I like that one.
I don't know where I'm going next, but I'm going
I think we're gonna hit up maybe some more. But yeah, we got to keep an eye on Colin. I'm concerned. He's starting to look a little hairier than usual.
All right, we're in the Steel Yard. It's one of our haunted zones. There's some ghouls mixed in here. I just don't see that many. I'm just following Werewolf Colin. Jim's just taking pictures of stuff. Where's the actors? Ooh. Got him. I'm watching this guy here. I love it. I love it when he does his slide. There he is. Those are my favorite scare actors. Whoa!
All right, we're gonna head into Dystopia.
I think Jason narrated that way better than I could.
Dystopia.
Game over, man. Game over. Oh. It's like a cyberpunk dystopia. It's the best way I can explain it. They have really cool costumes. I'm digging that guy's earrings. I kind of want those. Oh my gosh, it's a haunted Ryan. Yeah, there we go. Those things are so cool. Yeah. Woo. About to hang out with some creepy clowns.
No, still clowns. Right there. What he said?
Yeah. He sounds like a parrot.
Like,
My
see
bad.
the
His
sign?
name is Alfredo.
See the sign? He's got a sign.
I see it now. I won't make the mistake again. Alfredo.
You better not.
I know. He'll come and haunt me in my dreams. I'm gonna wake up in my hotel room and he's gonna be there over my bed. Yeah, night ride on Iron Menace. Look at that face. It's awesome. Oh, and it just disappeared.
Night ride on Iron Menace was awesome. Front row, I feel like you can't do a dive coaster unless you're on the front row, but going to the top of the hill and just peering down at the ground. There's some theming there. It's like a molten pit of lava, or not lava, molten pit of steel. And I didn't even notice it during the day, but at night, because it's lit up, it looks awesome. And then you could just see all the lighting effects from Steelyard. That was so cool. I'm glad that I did that. Jim was the one who suggested he wanted to do it, and I said, heck yeah. I'll definitely do it, because I love a dive coaster, but that's probably gonna be the last ride of the night. It's getting pretty cold, and we're starting to get pretty darn tired. These Ace events are long days, so we're probably just gonna walk through a couple of the scare zones before we head out.
For everybody wondering, what is this guy doing? Sitting all the way up here?
Oh man, this family's trying.
This is Sink the Jerk. That's a dunk tank. I've never seen anything that insane in my life. Though I doubt anybody's gonna sink him just because he better have a cave water or something. And it's a big pool he's falling into, but
Yo, everybody
he's
cheer
just,
him on, cheer him on.
he's just insulting people.
We're heading out of the park. As per usual, I am exhausted. My feet and my legs have basically had enough. But it was a fantastic day. I really enjoyed my time here. I really liked this park. I enjoyed their lineup. They have some really good coasters. And even though it's a very hilly layout, I was quite surprised at how hilly it was. Like I said, it's a nice park. I don't know why this park doesn't get more love. And like I said, I talked about earlier in the day, I got my 100th coaster on Steel Force, which was awesome. I think it was my favorite coaster here. But Iron Menace at night was really fun. But it was cold. So heading to my car. And then I'll be heading back to my hotel and crashing.
Because I didn't realize that I
So,
parking.
until the next adventure, bye.
Because they used to never sell